but you know, it's like through life, like things, peaches and creams for the, like relatively speaking, like you see shit go on other side of the world or in your backyard for all you know, and then you say anything about it, and then that guy committed suicide. It was two bullets to the back of the head. You know, like holy, just like there's no winning. You know, it's like good versus evil. Hey, well, you know what? It's good to be here. Today was a mild day, temperature wise. Went outside, hopped in the truck, went and got some beer. Truck started up, no problem, no problem. Wasn't even hard. Just a mild winter day for a change. So we had a lot of real cold days lately. Mm. Trucker convoy, honk honk. I maybe we shouldn't laugh. I don't want to take sides, eh? Like if you're anti honk or not, I don't know. I guess I'm. I'll admit it. I'm pro honk. Like clown world. You know, who's gonna go? Who's gonna get lambasted next? You know, like let's start up the flambe party here. Let's say who's gonna go in the cheese basket. Get in there, man. We'll just fucking eat you with bread. Nom 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 nom. I shouldn't laugh, but I am. Mm. What's gonna happen? Politics can eat their own. Is there any truth to Justin's wife like getting the f out of Dodge with the kids? It's, say you will about our illustrious leader. I think the wife is nice lady. He seems like a nice guy, like on the surface, you know. Just that's why I always think before you get mad at the um he's in an office, right? You know, and go back and all. Has there ever been a real like, wow, that prime minister was really fucking something else? He's great. We all loved him. No, he's holding an office, and this office is cursed. It's something nobody in their right mind wants to be the prime minister. Yet here he is, and god damn it, man! Like now, oh, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. I'll put it that way. Oftentimes I thought like, oh boy, I should be the prime minister or whatever. Recent years and looking at things, I'm like, yeah, just really slam myself, eh? Yeah. Mm, mm. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tomorrow is gonna be even better day than today was a day. Thinking tomorrow, I might, it'd be really cool. YouTube is if I think I mentioned this before. If I had a videographer, someone follow me around, so you could like get a little glimpse into my daily, stuff I do. I'm not entirely predict. I'm probably fairly predictable. I hate to admit it, but it's probably if you really follow me closely, like you'll establish pattern. Like he goes to the pawn shop once every 29 days. But, whew, I don't know if you got. I tuned into this live broadcast in Ottawa, and the guy was like, he needed to blow his nose. He was like, and we've got this. It sounded like me waking up in the morning. You know, if I did a live podcast, and I'd be like, just hold off, and then I go on a coughing spree, smoke a cigarette. Okay, I'm back. You know, there's worse things, but I mean, man, sometimes, man, you're gonna, and I understand if you're out in the cold and everything. But sounds to me like I have a little dog. It's camera shy. I've tried to bring her into the picture before. She's somewhat reluctant, so I'm not gonna do it. But I'm thinking she wants to head out of doors. So she can take a crap maybe. But you know what? I'm gonna leave the podcast run, and you can maybe make suggestions as to what I should do for the backdrop there. I've been kind of slowly cleaning stuff up. And got some books in a basket, like looking at maybe divesting a little bit, like trading books for silver coins or something like that. I'm gonna go see if the dog does one out, I'm gonna go for a drag of a smoke. That's what I do. So I'm gonna be back in 8 minutes or less. The dog want If the dog does one out, then 8 minutes. The dog does one out, 8 minutes. Just allow myself a little wiggle room, so I can go. You want to go outside? It's the camera shy dog trotting in here. Outside? I don't think she does. Mm, 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 mm. She doesn't. But now what do? I wish I. She's antsy. God damn. You know, that's the thing with it. When you have a dog, and the dog gets a little old and kind of knows how to push buttons, trying to read her mind. Meanwhile, she's like probably her whole rationale is like, how do I get a treat out of this white devil? You know, and I'm like, first of all, first first of all, there is no escape from the puppy penitentiary. Yeah, you kind of gauge the reaction. That's pretty funny. The puppy penitentiary. That's like getting her down in a log hole. Like she's not even resisting. Eh? She's just happy to be there. Like there is no escape from the puppy penitentiary. And like you can feel her vibrate like a little bit, like jostle, her ear scratch. Dogs, cats. You can almost cats will put up more of a fight than dogs. I think. I'm thinking if I get a dog and a cat combo, that's one of the best for home security purposes, right? You get one of those Maine Coon, one of those big cats. or if you're really clever and you have time to train and lots of money, maybe you get a fucking lynx, like an actual kind of wildcat, rather than as opposed to a domestic breed. But yeah, that's you gotta have a special kind of that'll tear your shit up. I think. So I'm thinking a Maine Coon, like just a giant overgrown house cat, plus a I think maybe a Belgian dog. You know, Belgian like a police dog. But then what are they gonna? What are they gonna? They're gonna terrorize the neighborhood maybe because of a team. I'd have to train them real good. The Maine Coon. I've never worked with cats that much. Mostly work with cats, and they just, I give them a directive. Right? Cat down. Like they seem to comprehend. Cats get your record collection. It's like uh, boots down. They look at you like you're retarded, right? And then they get the gist. It's like they're not doing anything. They're not scratching at the sleeves or fucking anything up, but still you feel uncomfortable with a cat like marching around your precious vinyl collection. Mm. Yeah, growing up, always had dogs. Well, never cats. Like cats at once. Like for a neighbor. So to look after this cat and had a pretty good disposition. Wasn't a retarded feline. It's pretty good. And then once I cat sat for someone else. you know, you don't sit your own cat, right? If cat sitting, cat sitting for someone else. And this was like a little calico kitty, really really sweet. Like when I go, and the reason I was chosen, I think, is because this cat just we had like some kind of mental bond. Because I'd go up to where this cat lived, and I was told like the cat detect like I'd ride up the elevator, like go, and then like the cat's probably listening, like you can hear everything, ear to the wall kind of thing. It's like I hear the elevator, you know. So this little calico cat would be right there to greet me when I'd come over. And as soon as I sit down on my lap, like, oh, what a good kitty. Give it a good belly rub, even. Cat likes to if it lets you like flip it over and give it a guitar strum. Give it the old guitar strum to the cat. Yeah. Mm. And while I'm here, like I wanted to go on Omegle and talk to people. It seems impossible. I think it's maybe a dead platform, really. It used to be back in the day, I meet people from Norway. And I'm sure it's still a thing, or maybe just so much excitement in the world today. People don't have time to talk to strangers. uh, uh, gonna go. Listen to Rod Stewart, and then better yet, was I listening to? I listened to someone that led me to listen to Rod Stewart. Stewart, Rod Stewart. Hmm. That's like listening to Belinda Carlisle. It's like, you've been around for such a long time now. I don't know how. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I don't listen to got my eyes wide open, da 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 da. Cause they don't know about love. Boom. They've never heard of love. Wait, they don't know about us. They've never heard of love. Mm, that's some good trivia right there. And you know what? I can't. I was like all over that. I was gonna order the 7-inch vinyl single. Get it caught. It would have cost me a fortune. Well, relatively speaking. Uh, but I was, I was like, I gotta have it. You know, I never did buy it. Um, maybe one of these days. To see how my hockey betting goes next week. Mm. You know, one thing a lot of people don't realize is like having an agency is a really important thing to me. Like there's a lot of things I'll do like to work for someone. Like you gotta humble yourself. And I like working with small firms where it's like if you're like, well, I can't do this, and then the boss, the actual guy signing your paycheck comes in and says, "Here, I'll show you how it's done." And then he does it. It's like, okay, boss, okay, got got it. You know, don't let him get carried away. He's gonna question whether or not it's worth hiring you, right? Uh, so there's like, yeah. So I like real work, not pretend work. You're working at you know PR department of the gummy bear factory or something like who's kidding who is like, oh yeah, I love working the shop floor making gummy bears all day, watching the machines churn them out, for hours on end, and making sure that everything goes in the bag and it's all sealed up nice. Maybe there's some weird autistic person out there who would love to do that, right? Like, but generally speaking, that's a job for a robot, right? Gummy bear, you know, quality control gummy bear robot. It's like it's got everything in the purview. Crosshairs. It's like little boxes drawn around anything that's like out of place. And like just let the robot do it, and like go home and study robotics so that you still have a job. Like when the robot breaks down, then you can go and like, oh wow, it must be the actuator in the upper manixation area. Like, and the boss is like, well, just get it fixed. The boss, the capital, the capitalist big guy, just get it fixed. I can throw money at you. Just get it back online. I think, oh man, com- comedy gold. I'll tell you, man. Like, I don't know, some of the stuff I've made myself laugh so hard, and I wish I could recount it right now. But I'm gonna take a quick commercial break, and like while I'm gone, just imagine like music playing in the background, like something like ooh ah, ooh ee ooh ah, ding dang, walla walla, bing bang, ooh ee ooh ah, ding dang, walla walla, bing bang. It's never thought I'd see the day my dad is like up there in the easy chair listening to Greg Gutfeld of all people. And I'm, li- I'm like I only first discovered the fellow like 2012 when he had the show Fox late at night called Red Eye. I was like, oh yeah, this is like that's when I first saw Gavin McInnes and what's on there. Some of those Fox hotties there. I should I get in trouble. Huh? How dare you not forget the? How dare you forget the chicks? Um, yeah, yeah, and fun chicks. You know, not cantankerous like uh, angry women, like our parliamentarians. I'm gonna say, in case anyone's listening, like for when it comes to like the hierarchy of chicks in the House of Commons, I like well Candace Bergen, you know, that's an obvious thing there, right? And then next up, and she's on the Liberal Party of Canada, Kirsty Duncan. She kind of gets me almonds activated, you know. I hate to say it, I sound like a dirty old man. Right? I guess maybe I am, but that's just how I see things. I'm not like, oh yeah, it's a real head scratcher. This voting on a bill that has very little to do with my bottom line. But yeah. What's the be like? I'll be like, okay, who's like parlaying this bill in the comments? Like which one's hotter? Like, yeah, my vote's with Kirsty, Kirsty Duncan every time. She's yeah, can't help it, just can't help it. It's like women voting for Trudeau because he's handsome. Well, at least that guy's handsome. The other guy is like Aaron O'Toole. It's like he's like handsome like I am handsome. You know? Thank God he never put on a hairpiece. What would have benefited him? You know, like I'm like baldy big head here. But getting a hairpiece, who would stop you? I'm getting a haircut. It's like, yeah, man, fuck, fill your boots. Or someone said like, oh man, I can't even afford to eat bacon this month. Can you forego the hairpiece and like help me out with bacon? Get your hairpiece like another day. Wonder, like no one ever asked that, but like maybe they're thinking it. Like they're like, yeah, I'm gonna get a hairpiece. Feel like if I said like, yeah, I'm gonna buy $3,000 guitar. It's like so $3,000. Oh my god! It's like fucking blow their mind, eh? Well, if I had $3,000, I could afford to pay off my grocery debt. Grocery debt. What the fuck? It's like, okay, boy, you go to the food bank, man. I'm buying the guitar. Shh. Oh. Oh, oh, gee, yeah, I've gone a long time without a guitar, and I'll tell you, YouTubers, if you're someone who plays guitar like me, you don't have a guitar, you feel like you know, it's like it's like an astronomer without an astrolabe, or a you know, painter without a canvas. You know why I don't have a guitar? Tell you why. It's because the next guitar I get is gonna be awesome, real, like not easy to come by. Something, like something that'll make like people who don't have guitars, like if they the only people who would notice are people who follow study guitar anyway. You know, the average person would just say, "Oh yeah, it's a guitar." You know, it's like, well, do they know? It's like $5,500, you know, maple neck and Japanese pickups, and all this stuff, and it just plays like a dream. No, no, unless you're a serious guitar player, you have no idea. No idea. Just like average person, just hear the sound and like, yeah, I like that sound. Yeah, yeah, I like that. This is me, like my impression of the average. Yeah, I like that. I dig that groove. Mm. Mm. You know, in Canada, we got like stores you can buy pot, and we got like a quarter ounce of this weed. Bust some. I'm gonna try and roll a little joint. Take it, smoke it. Let's see here. See, I don't. I like to say the biggest buds to last. All right. It's like little guy, another little guy, littler guy. Here. Okay, perfect. Pull the big buds back in. Same for another day. Mm. Yeah, I know I was bringing this thing out, one of my podcasts there. The melon. I don't know. I don't know if it's. I can feel it a little bit jello, gelatinous. Right? I can feel the repercussion. So I want to put this in a smoothie. It's probably very little nutritional value, but if it like vanilla ice cream, some blackberries, dark cherries, banana, yogurt, vanilla ice cream. I already said that. Um, Black cherries. Oh, a mango. Yeah, I got a mango. Yeah, that'll really. I'm thinking. I don't know. I like all fruit is kind of like just different, well, iterations on sugar. But yeah, yeah, maybe so you're getting like I think I'll tell you what, like people are like, oh, you gotta eat vegan or do this or that. I'd say probably the best diet is okay, I'm thinking my ancestors probably didn't eat hamburger every day. You know, that was like a hamburger was a kind of a treat. You know, you go out, you get end of the day, and then you got fucking Luigi in the kitchen, and he's like, "Oh, you ever have a grilled ground beef patty sandwich?" Well, that sounds pretty good, Luigi. Like, okay. And I'm like, bing bang bong. Here you go. It's like, holy fuck. That's, what do you call this? I call it the ground beef sandwich. Ground beef sandwich, eh? You're like, wouldn't a better term be hamburger? And thus, the hamburger has nothing to do with Germany. Is that like the hamburger village stuff? Entirely Italian. So now that I'm gonna rewrite history, I'm busting up this weed, and I'll tell you what. Um, I'd like to give a shout out. Like it's like when you're satisfied with a product, and I'll tell you like this stuff. It's like really big buds in it, perfectly cured, and you just like squish it, and it turns into joint rolling fodder. You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna see this in a minute. Like no stems to worry about. Just like totally disintegrates. Boy, guess I got on my Rizzler rolling paper here. I'm gonna have to put all the cannabis dried flower stuff in there. You know, hands are real dry. Let's use a humidifier in here. You didn't see me do that. Or you know what this means? Oh, there's gonna be another quick break. But I haven't been streaming too long. Coming up on almost an hour now. Well, I say like 40 minutes. Took one break. Hope if anyone's listening, like I'm sort of the type of guy like I like listening to anyone who's got sort of a lucid train of thought going on. I know I've mentioned this before. There's a YouTube channel features videos from a group. They call themselves the Far Sight Institute. And it's headed by kind of a ginger dude named Courtney Brown, and he's like a associate professor, I guess. Kind of looking him up outside of Farsight, like he's like his fellow professors are not so keen on his shall we say kind of radical departure from like proven fact kind of thing. It's like remote viewing. There's real like what do I? You know what? I may as well make my own position clear on the subject. Is that I think there's something to it. I know it's how do I prove it? Come at me, bro. Like tell me. And then I heard that Dr. Courtney Brown, um, the university where he's got some kind of tenure or something, challenged him. Say, hey, well, tell us what's in the room next door. And that's a little, I don't know. I think that's kind of an asinine request. So I was like, Courtney said, like, fuck you. And I thought, good on him, man. Like, you don't, I don't know. It's like, we can't wait to discredit you and everything you've done. You know? And whether or not, maybe it's not, um, should be, you've got the hypothesis. I have this special ability. I can see things across time and space. And, test me, bro. And I say, okay, bro, come on in, man. We'll test you. Oh, no, 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 no. So that doesn't look good. I would have, you know what? Gee, you want, he should have said, okay, fuck, all right. I'll do, you do that, do the same way we do it. We do controlled remote viewing. Think of a target, you ascribe a label to it, and then you keep the target secret. You give me the label. I'll like go into a trance for 2 hours, sketch some stuff out, and describe what I see, bing bang bomb, and then like you see how um inaccurate I am at the end of the day. And then so if it's like throws a wrench in the whole works, well, and then Farsight is like discredited. I think it could be. I think um, just be, like just time to rebrand, get into other paranormal type things, and don't give up the fight. You know, that's cool. I like Farsight particularly because of no, I'm not going to go there. God, I talk about my weird crush and just yeah. Wow. Okay, I'll go there. There's like this. I don't know. She's like 20, 25 ish girl that does this remote viewing, and her background is like commercial artistry, and she draws like really quick and really succinctly, and the way she talks and everything else. I'm just like, I just listen to her for hours on end. I just never get tired. And Courtney, on the other hand, is like kind of like irritating to listen to. But God bless him for what he's achieved. You know, if you're listening, Courtney, maybe I'd like to do a shot at remote viewing. You know, and I don't disbelieve it anymore. It seems far fetched, but when you really if you want to get down to the brass tacks of like the complexity of the mind versus the continuum and all these things, it's like could your mind like kind of reach out and kind of your mind's fingers like delve into the what might be, or I don't know. I think the Bible warns us against like even endeavoring into such pursuits. So that's probably easier for me to just not go there. I'm gonna smoke this little joint here I rolled. You see that? See I roll. I check one. Check one two. I rolled that joint. Right. I need a pinky ring here, like some with like a diamond on it, or maybe an opal. Something. That'd be like opal pinky, man. This glass is filthy. And I'd like to say I don't care, but I'm like, gotta wash this out. Yeah. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna wash out. I'm gonna take a quick break, wash out the glass. Um, I need to have like a cassette I can pop in, and then like when I go for a break, then I can do like commercial break. It's like, hey, you want 45 record albums? I got them all. Led Zeppelin. Do you want Corey Hart? I got them all. Singles. I got albums. Oh, albums. Ooh, ready to ship. Like, what do I charge for like Best of Blondie? Like $8 maybe. $8. This is pretty common. And then I got some like I don't even want to let go of, but the price is right. If I get like $700 for a particular album, I think that keep me in pork tenderloin for a couple of weeks. Mm. I'm thinking check one. Okay, check one, two. Check, 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 1, 2. Make sure everyone can hear me out there. If uh, if I'm going to get into smoking the sativa, right? Like you actually roll a joint and you go smoke it. Oh yeah, what I was saying. Like I'm going here. Like I'm doing the live broadcast. I don't have I'm the producer. I'm the actor. I'm the administrative body. I'm the PR guy. I'm wearing so many hats, right? Other than this beanie. So I'm thinking like if for a small investment, I could get like a better sound system happening, like a little 4 channel mixing board, and maybe camera. Probably pick one up like an HD 1040 whatever the fuck for like under $120. It's barely used. Get another one of those and another tripod, and then yeah, get a partner and say, hey, we're called Eat Shit Media Productions. Come on board, man. Like, yeah, eat shit. It's like, yeah, our parent company, which I own, right, is called it's called perennial perennial. I can't even say it. I'll just get myself in trouble. Our parent company is called Perennial. Oh. Our parent company is called Down Syndrome. What? What yeah. What you don't you're making fun of it? No, 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 no. Our parent company is called Down Syndrome. Oh, I'm gonna go. Have a quick smoke break. Uh, Out of beer, but I brought something else. Oh, there it is. People who drink gin will know what this is. Have a double. Fuck it. Can hear Lisa LaFlamme on CTV News. Da, 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 da. Or global. Yeah, yeah. People like a lot of Canadians. Their main go to mainstream news narrative is CTV, and it's like the introductory theme music, like the opening is like do 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 do. It's just like doom and gloom, like do do do, like creating a sense of urgency over whatever. Eh? It's just they never. I guess that's true of any like mainstream news. Like it's like, what's the worst thing we can report on? That ever happened? You're not going to open up with like Olympic gold medalist or a kid who managed to fucking cross all the T's and dot all the I's in school. It's going to be like, "Boo, someone got their face stomped in on the curb yesterday." It's like, do, 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 do. And like people are, pearl clutching. Oh my God. Bad news on the doorstep here. I shouldn't make fun. I'm just kind of saying it's just I didn't make this up. If it bleeds, it leads. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a bit of a rubbernecker myself. Like, oh, what happened there? You know, like, oh yeah, let's watch this police brutality video. So, oh, I don't like that. That's not nice. Not nice at all. Well, I'll be back. Gonna gonna spark this bad boy up. Gotta go to my smoking room now. Have a little drink, a little gin. Come back and see if it's had any impact on my demeanor. YouTube. Ordinarily, when I'm doing let's call it like FaceTime or whatever, what have you, I'm with a buddy, and usually we just forego the face altogether. I'm putting the face on. I'm authentic and all that, right? Um, but like I just got back from break, and that's typically like when I'm having a Skype chat, with a pal. It's like you go make some popcorn. I gotta take a dump, breaks, and then come back. I think that's important. I used to sit here and smoke all the time. I have a cigarette going like all the time, man. Just totally stunk up the room. And now I go I smoke at the wood stove, and it's all the smoke just gets sucked up the chimney. No biggie. So I can smoke but I've cut my smoking down in half just by doing that, just by committing to that principle. It's like, I know a lot of you out there, you're laughing at me. Oh wow, you quit smoking. I've never smoked. It's like, fuck. It's a tough one. And I don't think like I've sort of quit on the notion of ever completely quitting, because like someone offers me a cigar, oh no, I can't. I'm a non-smoker. Like even if I haven't smoked in like 5 years or 2 years or 1 year, like thank you very much. You have a fucking cigar. I'll be a pansy, right? And don't be a pansy, you hoser. uh, oh boy, like looking at those trucker protests, and then the live streamer dudes like going on documenting it and all. Like, wow, my beanie is off to you. You know, I really, really, really seriously enjoyed seeing people of all ages and backgrounds coming together. Even though I didn't like the music and stuff, it's like you're having a good time for a change, after all this cooped upness, right? You're out there, you're dancing, that's what we should all, God damn it. Like, I think everybody knows. The real frustrating part is like we have this beautiful man of a prime minister who's like, so, I don't know. I feel like deep down, he's not a horrible monster, I hope. And then, but yet he's like beholden to some kind of whatever isms. And it's like, Justin, Justin, this is my plea. This is my heartfelt plea is reconsider, whatever it is you think you understand. Just come over, talk to the regular people. I know it's far from your purview. Uh, you think about it. I think about it. What else have I got to do but think about things? Like prime minister. Could someone be more out of touch with like the common, the average working schmo dude, schmo dude? I'm a schmo dude and I work at warehouse X. Like who gives a fuck, right? Like, oh wow, yeah, I don't want to hear all these stories about warehouse X, man. Oh, when I first, it's like, okay, shut up, man. Like, no one gives a fuck. Anyone with a bit of rationale can well imagine like the perils and the pitfalls of working at warehouse X, right? Like you know. But yeah, it's not like going to war or something like um, pertinent, you know. And not to say it's not, you know, like you could call it trivial, but no, that's your life, and that like working at warehouse acts. I don't mean to um, they put that like diminish to put down anyway. Like what you do there, man. Like if you're the warehouse X, like a shop steward, you're the warehouse X, you know, hump boss, whatever the fuck, the hump boss. That's what I. If I got a job like that, I would want to be hump boss. That'd be my title. Call in the hump boss. Like, oh, I'd like take off my tube. What the fuck is going on around here? That's what I get paid. I get paid like top salary to get really angry about shit. So now you speak my life. No, I couldn't do it. You know, one way or the other. I don't think, or could I? Could I? No, no. I have to be the honest slave labor. The the guy carries the weight a long time. Yeah, I can't. If I wanna put my head down and sleep at night, like knowing that I did honest work. Yeah, no one's like got bad blood or anything. You know, if you're like it's like amazing. Actually, like if you're this Jeff Bezos guy that had an Amazon, and then if you're me, right? Like I heard about this guy a long time, like when Elon Musk was still like PayPal dude. Just there's all these like dudes, like maybe 10 years older than 5, 10 years older than me, that are like making waves and like the next generation of tech. Like here's the next set of fucking billionaires, right? Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, and Elon Musk, and it's like wow, that's power names. And you're just kind of on the sideline. Like I'm just hoping to make $100, like placing a sports bet. I'm like these guys are dealing in like quarters of billions of dollars, and I'm like, wow, 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 wow. Put a mirror in space. I'm not trying to make fun. I'm thinking like, man, I'm just like wish. Uh, do I? You know what? Who wants to be responsible for that? Like large dollar fee. Like imagine losing it all. Like you got it all. It's like man, I'm the richest motherfucker. And then like ooh, so I got like 1875 in my piggy bank. Which just with a sound, whoosh. It's like the Wicked Witch from the West, like whoosh. Wind blows over. It's like he thought you're like worth like 0.71 billion, and it turns out like you can't even fucking buy a fucking snow cone at the fun factory. Your card doesn't work anymore. Yeah, yeah. Gotta say, you never had issues with cards or anything digital online. Like for me, like I don't know if I'm being like what do you call it, surveilled You know, like if someone's surveilling me, I pity them. I'm surveilling myself by going on YouTube, of course, and I have no real wow, what am I being ashamed of? Uh, being maybe less a low achiever. How's that? And people like shake their fist at me. Eh? Like sometimes, like I walk into a room real hammered, and oh, well, women are clutching their pearls. This is beastly, hun. I'm like, I smell the blood of an Englishman. And then all that, suddenly there's a toddler crying somewhere. I'm like laughing. Just kidding. Ah. Yeah, yeah, often misunderstood. That's for sure. People look at my playing a character, I'm a method actor. People don't get that, and I get in trouble. Ooh, do I ever? I like trying to explain in a way like, ah, dude, I'm not a racist. You know, fuck, I've never met like, well, I've never met a white racist, but I've met like, people of color like who are racist. That's I'm just joking. Fuck. See. This is where I get myself in trouble. Like, is like pretending like doing the method acting. I'm an expert on this, that, the other thing, and you should listen to me. And if you agree with my sentiment, you should consider doing this. I'll give you a phone number. Call the number. It's like $80. We'll get you hooked up. Okay, okay. Hmm. Here's one thing, YouTube. Anyone listening right now? I don't think there is anyone listening. Someone will listen in the future. Is protect your own agency, right? You know, and I know I probably am the worst of the worst to not read the indemnity clause, to not like scrutinize the fine print and all these things, and signing up for online things and doing and putting faith, like really at the end of the day I'm putting faith in these third party institutions. It's not the Canadian government. It's not, I don't know who's really behind the whole scheme and stuff like that, but I like to pay my bills. I like to be in the, even keel fella, you know. Yeah, they call it, that's what they call me, is the even keel fella. Like back in the bricks, man. You ever live in the bricks? Tell you, man. It's not, some people try and romanticize it, but it's anything but romantic at the end of the day. So you're living in the bricks. Some people laugh and say, like, oh, that sounds like it rhymes with sticks. You're living in the sticks. It's like an urban sticks, you know. It's like the sticks are no fun. The bricks are no fun. It's, I could like hustle upstairs right now, bring back and show you some like a pint maple syrup. And there's no, when people, I'm not a big sweets guy. I'm not a huge dessert guy. I like certain desserts like lemon meringue pie. Uh, like I like something like an apple crumble or apple pie, any kind of fruit pie, I guess. served up vanilla ice cream. I like good chocolate. I don't know the point I was gonna make. Is like, well, I wanted to, well, at least establish myself as someone who's not like anti dessert. You know, I love a good dessert. Um, hmm. But if you, oh yeah, yeah, people, oh yeah, yeah, people doing, you're doing uh, your waffles, you know, Belgian waffles. Uh, be it, you know, I don't know. Some people get the frozen ones. I'd never pay for that shit, man. I'd get a waffle iron before I bought like frozen waffles. It's just me. I make my pancakes from scratch and whatever. But I get, you know, real grade A maple syrup. You know, there's nothing. Uh, the only better sweetener, natural, uh, with the raw, you know, raw sugar, I guess, or honey, maple syrup, raw sugar. And then if you're gonna do bacon, I could go on and on. You know what? Food is probably my maybe my first favorite subject, like because I'm like into filling the belly before I even get into thinking about music, right? So I'm like sitting here drinking drinking a gin. There's that Beatles lyric passage like, "Oh Rocky Raccoon, you know, rolled it in a stinking a gin." Whoa, when I go easy on the gin. Mm. It's like vodka for the English, eh? Gin. I'd say it's superior. Superior. I think the gin is like it's even got some nutritional benefit. Maybe the juniper berries they make it with. They got like a kind of positive effect. When I say do, you say psst. When I say do, you say psst. When I say do, you say psst. When I say do, you say now we're speaking the same language. I see how I did that. So simple. And you too at home, like if you're paying attention, you can have command of the English language like you wouldn't have ever believed possible. You know, like you look at someone like me and you're just like you know, I see like the stars in your eyes. And you look up at me. Yeah, I'm a tall man, and I'm all the girls are all. I got them in the palm of my hand, and you're thinking, man, like I want to have that gift of the gab in the English language because I speak the same language as the all these hot blondes and brunettes, and all these like incredibly good looking chicks. They know I can make them laugh. The palm of your hand. Once you got them laughing, you know, want to pick them up. You want to pick them up and do stuff. You know, you want to do some stuff. I'm t- I'm half teasing, but that's language is the way to the heart, and making people comedy. Comedy is like demonstrating one's own intelligence. You got a hot take on something. It's like make someone laugh. Laughter is the same as discomfort. It's like I'm too uncomfortable to not laugh. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, I say, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh. Oh man, imagine being you. What's the situation? And these are the things on my mind. It's like I pray to God there's no invasion into Ukraine. There's not gonna be any kind of firefight where young lads get roasted and shit. Fuck shit show. I mean, and this, maybe for the real sinister like psychopaths out there, like it's like with controlling the media and the message and the narrative, and like we can get away with like doing horrific things and make it make it even look good. I think anyone, but this is one thing. If you've never heard a World War II story, you probably met a veteran who's like doesn't want to talk about it and just like shuts down. And then you think it was like, yeah. Oh, what was World War II like? I have a lot of action figures, and like this veteran is like just kind of gives you a glance, like shut up. Fuck, it was the worst chapter of what a worse than anyone could have ever imagined is what it was. You got young people killing you one another, right? Like good, just the best of, and yeah, not just shitheads, but like the best. You got like real serious fellas out there, like just you just hope you're fighting for something worthwhile, I suppose, right? And who am I to go on? I just doesn't make sense to me to see like bright young people just because they're a different nationality, start taking one another's kneecaps. Or that's what I guess I would do if I had to like go into battle and stuff. I'd be like sort of like purposefully like aiming poorly, just casting off rounds. Wouldn't be a good. Wouldn't be a good like Rambo. Like Rambo just wanted to do the right thing, but I think myself, I don't go on. I can imagine like you see you aiming at someone and you think, oh, he's got a mom and a sister. How are you gonna fucking pull the trigger? Mm. And that's why I think is like just the what they call the atrocities of war. How do you convince people that charge into battle, kill the enemy, and like the enemy is essentially fucking mirror, right? You're killing yourself if you shoot these other youngsters, And that, I can't even imagine. No, it just kind of sickens me to even think about youngsters like it's not like a boxing match where you know, it's like just sheer devastation and like killing technology. You know, shit, hunting. It's like should be used for hunting, in my opinion. I know that'll inflame like a certain segment. Oh, so you can't eat meat ever. Uh, we are sentient, and the rest of the animal kingdom is. We are the only sentient creatures. We're all monkey primates, but we're spiritually advanced, ascended, however you want to put it. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So the trucker thing in Ottawa, man, that was like the biggest party. I was watching some live footage and it looked like a pretty cool vibe. Some of the music, I'd be like, I gotta fucking teleport out now. Not into it, but just the general vibe seemed to be really authentic and nice. And the way they demonstrate, if anything, I don't know if it's still ongoing or not, but if anything, like they demonstrated how efficient and organized they can be with like getting the fuel and all the supplies, and everybody was like making cookies. It's like, hey, I got a kilowatt oven and this sleeper here. Some brownies or whatever the fuck you want. The gourmet gear shifter, you know. You got that. The same in Air Force, like when you get into doing long training, like you're in the air for like 22 hours or something. Man, it's like, fuck. When you're just gonna eat the fucking box rations, like, okay, like the tuna fish sandwich is not bad, but beyond that, you want some like get some like ice cream and some cake, and then if you got a dignitary on board, like a highfalutin colonel, he's like over the sound of the engines, you gotta shout, hey, it's like, Colonel, sorry to interrupt. It's like, what? And he's like, what do you want? What do you want? And he's like, you want to watch all the new control systems and the new plane and stuff. He's up front in the cockpit. Like, Colonel, I was wondering if you'd want some strawberry shortcake. Colonel, I was wondering if you want some strawberry shortcake. Colonel's like, what? Strawberry? What? Strawberry shortcake. Colonel. Oh, hell yeah, says Colonel, right? He's like, yeah, fuck, strawberry shortcake. You never expect that when you're in a fucking warplane doing a over whatever you fucking do in a warplane, right? Like, it's like, but hey, you're up there for long hours. And of course, you want some like pistachios, maybe. Billy likes fucking. Billy likes his shepherd's pie. Mike likes ice cream with Hershey's chocolate chips in it. There, after man, that makes a big difference. Whatever your job, uh, if you're eating well, it makes a huge, tremendous difference. You get something to look forward to. Lunch, or your student. If you're a student, especially, you gotta really feed the mind. You know, maybe what the English would do: sardines on toast. It's like high protein, high carbohydrate, all like just a well balanced snack. Sardines on toast. Mm. Better than avocado toast, but make sure to butter the toast. You can put lots of butter on so you get your vitamin A. I think it's butter as a dairy in general, maybe. So you get, and you want to get even, get some rye bread, toast it, put on the butter, salted or unsalted, doesn't matter. So toast the rye bread, put the butter on, put on tin like sardine from a tin, sardine on a toast, or put on three little sardines, right? Like just fill the toast with sardine. Whether it's one or three or like however two, maybe it's two, maybe it's like a little mini sardines, like six. Just cover the toast and then cut it diagonally. Sardines on toast. Who would have thought? What a great snack. And it's even, oh man, when it comes to like toasted snacks, mm, and rye bread, and mind you, if you don't like rye bread, I know that it's not everyone's thing. Just put it in whatever bread that you like, whatever bread you want, you put it in there. And I'm just say I don't eat rye bread because I'm not even gonna get into it. But why I don't eat rye bread anymore? But it is one of the best when it comes to like sort of hors d'oeuvres and little snacks and stuff. Like here's a one you can do. It's like companies coming over. Fuck. Man. I wish my wife wasn't out with her boyfriend right now. Okay, I got it coming. I gotta clean the kitchen, do all this shit. And then you think, okay, hors d'oeuvres. What are you doing? It's gonna be your hors d'oeuvre of choice. Well, that's as unique to anyone as like there are like you know nine different iterations of snowflake hash tables. You know, if you want to if you want to really get down to brass tacks on this one. Okay, I know that was like outlandish. Yeah, but seriously, in all seriousness, okay, you got companies coming. Ah, fuck, what am I gonna do, man? You gotta have hors d'oeuvres. So you gotta I mean, you don't have to. You just fucking get chips or whatever. No, like no dude is gonna complain or anything. But if you want to impress the girlies, especially, you do something special, right? So with the hors d'oeuvres, what I was talking about was, mm, oh, this is a tough one with the because it involves something that's a mega turn off for a lot of people, which is liverwurst. So it's like a pate, like a smoked pate or something made from pig liver. And so, boy, is it tasty though. So what you do is you start off with the rye bread. You toast it. It's, moderately, I suppose. And then and then you pull it out, and like you get the butter quick. The butter all sinks. So you get a little dab of butter to spread on the toast. Butter it, right? And then you go for the liver pate. So you get a little of that on it. Usually it comes in a tube, so you just grab some and like put that on, like not too heavy. I don't know like what to say. Maybe a couple of tablespoons at the most. You know, put on the liver pate, and then if you want to get like super fancy, cottage cheese. Mmm. So you get just a little hint of cottage cheese. And then on top of it, you do the fresh cracked pepper, fresh cracked pepper. So that's liverwurst, butter, liverwurst, uh, cottage cheese, and pepper. And you could, I mean, you could go really go to town. Like that's pretty complex. Like build there. Like mostly when it comes to like just eating bread, like just give me a bagel and butter and cream cheese. Um, you know, I'm more than satisfied. But yeah, like busting out liverwurst or something. Man. It's like, oh yeah, I've never tried it. Like, cause just the sound of it is like off-putting, and you think like, holy fuck, liverwurst. I won't even eat it personally. Like, I won't eat stuff like shellfish or liverwurst or anything that rich, because it's almost guaranteed. Like, cause I drink a lot anyway. Drink a lot of beer. I'm drinking gin right now. I if I eat stuff like shrimp or shellfish of any kind or liverwurst or any of these like super rich foods, it's almost guaranteed I might have a weird sensation in my foot tomorrow and then be like incapacitated like by like Wednesday, right? So I don't want to mess around with like the dietary, but boy, oh boy, I know it tastes good, and oh, what I just described, that whole liverwurst cottage cheese on rye toast thing is something to, you know, press the ladies with at least. Mm-hmm. Man, you go through life and like you meet some really incredible. Gee, I don't want to go there. The all to all the girls I've loved before. No, and just like the good lookers out there, you know, feel pretty fortunate to even like catch their eye a little bit. Eh? So that's what you just gotta wink like that. Yeah, open your mouth a little. Uh, remember, nobody can take your agency away. You, as much as like let's say, but like who am I or who is any like? Okay, I see you in a cafe and I say I'm gonna sit down on this table because like no one's gonna do anything about it. You have a you're like no, I'm waitress, you tell the management to, get this jerk out of here. He's imposing himself upon me. That's one option you have, right? Because I would be in the wrong to impose, right? I would be the bad dude. So agency, yeah, you're entitled to like have your autonomy, your personal space. You're free from any kind of nonsense or whatever mankind cooks up in the day. Like mankind says, you gotta read, or you gotta watch every Walt Disney movie in existence with your kids. You're like, man, I was just working on like some kind of quantum levitation device, and now, fuck, I gotta get bone up on Walt Disney titles. Like, could the world could the world become any more cruel? Man. All right. I think I can get away with like having a smoke. I finished off these. Let's see. Oh, no, I haven't. Still a little handful in there. I have yet to. I'm thinking this melon might do well in a if I make a super smoothie. That's how I get all my vitamins like all in one shot. Like I just get a bunch of different fruits, a bunch of different fruits, and then put them in a blender. You know, blank berries, and mango. Where he go a mango. Put in like vanilla ice cream. Oh yeah. Okay. Got it. I'll make myself like get in the fruit mood. You ever get in that fruit mood? Sort of had a serious shit. I feel like I got like caterpillars in my hair now. Gonna have to just pretend they're not there because I don't think they really are. I think it's best I just like carry on like a wayward son, not forget where I'm from. Later on, I'll lay my weary head to rest. I'm not gonna cry anymore. And you know what I've got? Check one too. Just make sure. Sometimes I did some really profound talking and pontificating and stuff. I suppose, right? Like, arguably, I thought it was good, and then realized like all these profound things I said were like I was just blurting them into the abyss because like my microphone was turned off. It's sort of like semi-pro mic. It's actually got a mechanical switch on it. And, but yeah, everything I say, maybe there's some lip readers out there that could have maybe kind of gleaned it, if it was that profound or is that important. I'm sure it wasn't anything more profound or more important than what average dude like myself might say on the internet from time to time, right? Uh, yeah, and how many like remarkable people have I met on the internet thanks to who I wouldn't have met otherwise. Like, if it weren't for the internet, I probably would have never met these people from across the Atlantic Ocean, people in different parts of the continent that I'm not a guy who travels, so I like to talk to someone from like Wisconsin or Arizona or or like California, you know, and like one may I won't go into it. Um, YouTube. Thanks for listening by BTW. If you just tuned in, I know this maybe sounds scripted, but I mean it. Maybe not not as enthusiastically as like others, but I do. I mean, I think I like to think when I'm watching someone else do a YouTube thing. I'm thinking like, man, I hope that in their mind's eye they can imagine me watching them and appreciating what they're doing. Because, like I say, you know, I know I'm not doing anything noteworthy or anything, um, but people who do like scientific experiments on YouTube on camera, right? Like you do set it up. You set it up like you do, like you do, like you do, like you do. So they set up the experiment, and then because they're scientifically minded, like the editing is like second nature. So they actually, I saw this one video today. I thought, okay, that is good editing. Like I'm not finding myself like wanting to skip or anything. It's like just smooth flowing, and it was like demonstrating like solid fuel rockets inside a vacuum. It was the whole like thing, and like this guy was funny about like he was really likable, and I just thought like yeah, it's sort of like he said things that I might say. I'm like, okay, this guy's cool. And then he demonstrated like, yeah, you can do of course you can blast solid rocket fuel in space, but the trick is might have to inject some oxygen. And anyone who's traveled space before knows this. Oh, I mean, like anyone who's like studied space travel knows this. And there's talk of going to Mars. Mars, imagine the planet Mars. I think it's like it's like a rust planet or something. There's so much iron content on its surface now. Today, it's uh, it's just been rained on, shone on. The sun. Sun is like really the rust maker. Right? It's like just take your middle finger and like to the sun and like be like, fuck you, son. Fuck you. Kind of just I don't. I just wanted to exaggerate things. Yeah, don't. You know what? You're gonna have like sunny days and different days. The key thing to do for any out there, like especially, well, I'm thinking, yeah, I know everything, right? Like I'm so old and wise, right? But yeah, really the thing to do is to try and be as adaptable as possible, like because or don't, as they say, put all your eggs in one basket. That makes sense. Like, try and, diversify a little bit. So push comes to shove, if shit hits a fan, and your average Starbucks dude is like starting suddenly shopping like shotguns or something, you just you can kind of get the fuck out of Dodge and get a job wherever. You know. So key thing takeaway: don't sweat it. Just adapt. You don't have to. Don't worry if you're not a fucking expert Python script developer, dude. There's other things you can do. Be find something, get in there. You don't have to humiliate yourself. Out west here, nobody humiliates themselves. You have the opportunity to do a job that's gonna pay you a living wage, no problem. Might be tough in the first go. I mean, but never for me. I never had it tough. Not really. Not in the like the bigger like the big corporate or the government jobs. Like, it's like the antithesis of tough. It's like fucking Kid Glove Central, and you're like, oh, can we put a little polish on your boots? And like, no, no, it's okay. Just show me to the like I like my main goal is like I just want to get the fuck out of Dodge, get clock the clock, get out of there, get paid, and get out, get paid, get out. Don't get into the hey, you play floor hockey. It's like fuck. That happened to me once. So I was like, oh yeah, the floor hockey cult is catching up with me. It was like, no, there's never a floor hockey cult or any cult in my history that I'm aware of. But it was like I just started this new job, and like this dude like training me. Like it was like the job he did was fucking rough, but I had like higher. I won't go into that, um, because I wanted to make a point, didn't I? Maybe it'll be a long time get around. So okay, so he's like showing me what he does, and he's like the document gatherer. He's like, you know picking up um, boxes of documents, lots of them. And this is where like I think like commercial real estate is expensive. They've got their office space full of fucking boxes and files and this and that. And we are going to offer them a thing where they can offload it. So that was that was the dude, showing me the ropes. That was his job, was like to, classify, categorize and classify, and take all these things and say, hey, we'll store them securely for an indefinite amount of time. And I wonder, I've never, I wouldn't, I'm not someone who would ever want to render such services, but I had a different thing. My angle, like when they hired me, they didn't want like the archivist. They wanted a shred dude, the shredder man. So I get like it was an archaic system. This company, like get up, I would be like say 7 in the morning, be there by like 7 or 7:30, or maybe 8. I don't know. It was like it was uncivilized hour. You know? So I go to work. Let me. You know what? I'm gonna go get a smoke. I'll tell you a story about the shred truck drive. All my bases are free. Well, this last last of the Mohicans here. Remember my dog is like trying to. If you heard what I heard, if you heard what I heard, a puppy dog. Just pee on the threshold, dancing round on the floor, tactile floor. There's a carpet, I wouldn't even notice. She didn't have a collar on and stuff. But I'll tell you what, it's one, it's one thing to be like a good dog owner and stuff. It's entirely another to be a simp to your dog. You know what I mean? And if you think I'm like COVID, like I've always done that. Like I've always had like sort of natural congestive issues. Mm. I mean, if it didn't kill me at age 9, like and it hasn't killed me at age 44, you know, I think we're pretty safe. Oh, I was thinking about. Oh yeah. Here's the business idea of the century for like food. I mean, I'm not smashing the atoms together or anything. I wish I were. But it's a little out of my scope. But I can think of like marketing and like business model. Like you make this business model. Like I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna do a business model, right? It's like, okay, what are we gonna do? And everybody has like, well, I want something that's gonna be socially acceptable. And so next, well, I wish that we could go to the moon and show the world that next. It's like me. I'm like, okay, you got a food truck. You got a like a rolling fucking grease deposit, and then you outfit it such that all you make is strong coffee, maybe an Italian coffee maker. Yeah. If you can set on a cold day, set out front with a It's a little special burner. Make coffee like right up front. Oh, that'd be nice. And then all you do is grilled cheese, and you only have one kind of cheese. You only have one kind of bread, and that's you want it or you don't. You want the grilled cheese, yes. Oh, I want soup too. You say, well, I think there's a soup dude down a couple of rows down, but we don't do soup. Sorry. Grumble, grumble. Oh, yeah, I have a coffee on the house, man. When he tries coffee, he's like fucking hooked, man. Just like, just like that, man. He's hooked. The coffee, like, fuck, that's good coffee. Of course, yeah, would you want to be known for having bad, best fucking coffee, not just any coffees. Yeah, that'd have to be. And then, because you're not gonna skimp on quality if you're gonna charge 250 a sandwich virtually. Better be a pretty good sandwich. Don't want to sell people garbage, which you know. Tell you what, fat when it comes to fast food, you know what I really like. Really, I get their approach to everything is the A&W are fantastic, man. You can't. I don't think you can. I don't know. Get back. Like I tried to replicate the abysmal failure. I mean, yeah. No, I don't think I had the temperature high enough. Or something. I'm not a deep fry expert. I'm good at pan frying and I kind of feel the. So you get yeah, what was that plan? I had a plan. Start an energy. No, okay. Start the Holden's company, and then one of your Holdens is like a kitty kitty bang bang energy company, and then the other thing is like the this is like a maybe a small cash flow. I feel I'm gonna get in trouble. You get a small cash flow with the grilled cheese, man. And here's the turnkey essence of the whole ordeal. You don't. All you do, you got one cheese, you got one bread, you got one coffee. You don't deviate. You don't like people say like, well, I want onions. It's like yeah, like who doesn't like onions and grilled cheese? But guess what? That's a fucking inventory nightmare. Like once you gotta start doing the fresh produce, you just keep it as simple as bread, cheese every day. Bing bang, make your profit, go home. There's no like, well, you got HP sauce? No, I don't have HP sauce. Sorry, because like that's what I would like, right? Like if I'm having a fucking hot dog, and put HP sauce on it. No, we don't have HP sauce. It's like, it's like if I'm the customer, I'm like getting mad. I'm like, oh, fuck. Why'd you have H? You don't even have HP sauce. Okay, give me the fucking sandwiches. And then I fuck off. Like, eat the sandwiches. I'm like, that's fucking not bad. Might go back. Might go back. But nobody, nobody has authority over your agency. I mean that. I mean that sincerely, utterly. And if they drag me away, let it be known that I don't think they will, but if they do, let it be known that I I'm here for a long time, not a good time. I'm like I gotta take a break, like a weed break, maybe getting all congested, smoking too much. Maybe if I drink some liquor, it'll clear things up. One thing that's pretty cool about Justin Trudeau is that he spares no expense when it comes to partying, you know. But he's doing it on your dime, really. I think. I don't know. The thing about like a guy like Trudeau, man, like he's got like quarter billion and like he buy like six Ferrari Testarossas if he wanted. If he really wanted to, man, he's got that kind of coin. That's how rich he is. And he's like hanging in like chief, overlord, you know. Pierre Polev, Pierre Polev. Um, he want he wants to unseat the great Trudeau, I think. And I'm all for it. I think like as much as I love Trudeau and everything, like I think that having a bit of fresh blood in there would be maybe uh, hardliner like Pierre. Like, oh my goodness, I'd have to, I'd have to really, really like take a look at the purse strings here again. But yeah, yeah, there's no question. I think he wants a job. I didn't think he did. I was thinking, no way, he'd fucking run. But now with Candice Bergen as the interim leader, who's for my, I'll just say like competent. Uh, but now we need like the Pierre Meister in there, fucking quintessential Jew dude, man. Like in the fucking governing party, even. Oh, yeah, yeah. Nothing wrong with Bergen though. She never fails to deliver. I'm still on the air. Oh. Hmm. I think I said it before. Like if I was to go to some like Keener picnic or something where there's like MPs hanging around and stuff, Kirsty Duncan is like who I don't want to like. Hey, come check out my new tent. Um, Candice Bergen makes a dress look good, like really delicate and nice. Kirsty Duncan is like, man, we need to like get it on later. You Candice Duncan, where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be here all week, kind of thing. Kirsty Duncan is like, okay, let's go. Ooh, just I wouldn't make a faux pas there, but I hope I'm wrong. Always getting in trouble for this kind of thing. Hmm. It's Kirsty Duncan. She's probably married. Got no hope there. Candice Bergen, same thing. Trudeau, he's married. What's the fella to do, man? Like, you know what I'll do? I'll be Pierre's attack dog. I won't even ask much salary retribution. Let's call it like 29,000 a year. Like, but don't expect me to to be on the ball every day. But when I am, oh, look out! Yeah, Pierre's fucking like a squire. Like every night has a squire. So I'd be like in the midst. I'd be learning the tricks of the political trade and stuff. And at the same that you know, the footman type kind of thing. But working for someone like that, like Pierre, yeah, I would do it, man. I would do it. I don't often say that. I would fucking do it. I would. Yeah. Mm. Dog, check this out. Okay, YouTube. She's okay. Stop. Totally camera shy. We get her to sing a song. You gonna sing? You just want to go to the bed. Go to the bed. Yeah, she's not into camera work. What are you doing? Where are you going? Okay. Love me, me. There's no time for flight. Happy. Yeah, clearly, YouTube, you can see this dog is like more interested in just laying down. So I'll just go put her back. Nobody, yeah, nobody really calls me. I forget my phone somewhere. It's probably out in the open. Hmm. Maybe I should go take another break. Then the fact I feel bad not having something I can tape deck. I'm thinking, man, I can make my own little fun videos, like fantastical things with computer graphics and stuff like that, and then just hit play. I'm not even gonna say what I think might happen next, but yeah, idea being is instead of me just vacating the studio here, and I put something on and like maybe it's just local talent, like guitar player extraordinaire Ricky Dude Ricky Dude, man, on the guitar. It's like whoa 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 whoa. It's like everybody's like, yeah, fuck go Ricky, you know. Mm. And yeah, I'll keep coming back to the whole idea of agency. Is nobody has any kind of autonomy over your personal wherewithal, right? Like this is you are you. Nobody there's no other higher power on this earth, you know, that can say like, oh well, I know better than you do, you know. Oh really? No, no. Uh, and if if you done something bad, yeah, I mean, sometimes like yeah, the system works brilliantly, you know, like you say like I can slice a hooker's throat in the whole room one night, like, and then I get caught. It's like, oh fuck, man, Oh, and then their families there, and you have to face them in court and stuff like that. And then you go to jail for the rest of your life, right? Like that's justice. That's like you don't do that, right? Simple as you gotta know right from wrong. And then what if the justice doesn't know right from wrong, or is confused, and you're facing a crazy judge, and what do you do? Like, be like, Your Honor, I've got a tale to tell. Just sit right back and I'll tell you a tale. And then just lull the judge into it's like have like a fucking midway pizza delivery. It's like a 10-inch pizza with all his favorite toppings on it. Like I don't know how this judge works. Sit right back and I'll tell the tale. It's like fucking all. It's like fondue party. The the prosecution is like just fucking they're what do you, bewildered or like they're like um what is it? Bamboozled. They're like, oh, we're being bamboozled. I'm here like getting like Boy Scouts bringing like brownies to the judge, and the defense. They're like sitting there like thumbs up their asses and like kind of the jury's already winking at me. What the And then my friends are astounded if we can watch it all go down live stream. They're like, oh my god, he's gonna win this one. I'm like, you damn straight I am. Oh yeah, that's not the half of it. Eh? It's like fucking the bribes will never end. Like talk about like salmon on toast. Suddenly the jury has like full bloom fucking McDonald's or something, eh? Like something that like anyone like anyway, even I'm not a McDonald's guy, but give me a like an egg McMuffin or a fucking hamburger, eh? You know, like fucking 9 hamburgers in a row. They're so tasty. So yeah, I get it. Oh well, I don't know how that works on a jury. Like I've never known anyone who's served on a jury in Canada or in the states. Like I don't know. It's like yeah, I was once called for jury duty. Like I don't know. I don't know anyone who's underwent that process. I wouldn't particularly want to. I suppose just to me it just seems like a tremendous inconvenience. Because I make so much money every hour and everything. Just like try and call people, nobody answers. Uh, tell you what, I got a few new song ideas. I gotta be interesting. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Who am I speaking with? My higher power. My higher power. Okay, well, we're gonna end this shift here, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. If you tuned in, and we'll yeah, hopefully next time it's even more interesting. I know this is a little boring and kind of stretched out and stuff, but whatever. It is. Next time we'll do more rapid action type stuff. See you next time.